Never need you. I said you're mad with you. I'm still happy.
Wow. I just came up with another man who's masturbating in a room. And honestly, it's basically three-way.
Wait, who else is masturbating in there? That's not okay. This is my house. It's okay if I masturbate in here.
That was about how it was going. For the 10 by 10 acres. As long as it's a square for the most part, it's like it's 10 by 10, like the optimal fucking setup. Worst case scenario when you go to like the week, he will tell you he wants to not downsize it, but like crop it, and when you crop it, tell them to do a square. And then you can just like these, if you do them all the same, they'll work. But you can't do a square and then a rectangle and then a circle because it fucking hates that. Instagram is very fucking particular that all the images need to be the same fucking size. I don't know why. I think it's very fucking. But
Well,
that's his whole fucking thing.
I'm doing these one by one. I'm not.
No, I'm just saying like but that's his like then if it's one by one it doesn't matter. It'll just if it has an issue with it, it'll be like
Okay, you're about to run out of time.
Yeah, I'll just,
Oh,
You're gonna finish this game.
yeah, we're fine.
I wanted to, I was saying, I'm about to close up so we can come back here and be like, hey, so you want to buy something for it as needs?
I was just like,
Yeah.
thank you, though,
No problem, I got you, go. Peekaboo. Hey, go home. Fuck the lake.
I gotta wait for, I told Joe I was waiting for something for the short, when we get back.
What, did you say what?
He said, he asked if I was gonna be here to ask for him.
What is, again, your immediate question should have been, what is past form?
Yeah, you're right, that should have been my question.
Go. Because, like, look, don't get me wrong. I don't know, like, they're gonna ask me to wait, but like, he definitely will, like, leave
Yeah.
and then come back, like,
At like 21.
no, I think for this specifically, he's not, he probably won't try to be too long.
No, probably. I'm just saying
That's 100%, oh yeah.
yeah, like we 3 hours when we come back.
He also snips a lot.
Nope.
Like, you want extra money?
I want extra money. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't want that. I was gonna say, or I, okay. I mean, that's just like, this is the type of situation where I'd be like, yeah, hey Steve, are you trying to pay attention to the fight a little bit? No, I'm trying to sure. Yeah, honestly.
Sleep got fucked up because like I had to go to my nephew's fucking awards that on they're great. I'm this way.
He's aware of it. I know, and that is the play. Like, as I can walk into the back and try to do it.
I just want to try.
I will stay. No, you're good. I'll stay. I don't care.
Well, I try to do go to bed and at night, and go, yeah, sure, it's fine. I can get up at like 9 in the morning, be there at 10:15, it's only down, it's like down the road, it's like a 10-minute drive. Yeah. And then I woke up at 2 a.m. And then I couldn't get back to sleep. And I tried.
With all this shit all the way around.
Probably.
Trying to, like, pay attention to how often Brian gets water bottles.
Well, I mean, wasn't this supposed to be like swept up or some shit? Isn't that like what's supposed to happen?
Man, what did I tell you? I'm so bad right now.
Why?
God damn.
Why?
I literally earlier, like, I was like, Jim, I'm not cleaning this shit up. This brand is bad.
It's not really how that works, but alright. You know, it's just part of like sweeping the whole place.
Yeah.
This is why everybody just doesn't fucking do anything. And you're definitely not the beginning of it, but
Oh, I know. Look, I'll tell you, I don't think I've swept the building once since I started working here.
fantastic.
Yeah. Totally. In all honesty, I assume it's in the closet, but I've never noticed where there's no way on mine. It's literally in the closet, like right in the corner when you walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Does this have like a cap or something?
Pretty sure the caps are already on, that little blue tip on it.
Okay, that's the cap.
Yeah.
Also very.
Has this been used up or is there more on this?
Just the one.
This little thing has stuff in it?
Yeah, it has a little bit.
Usually I just pick up any trash that I see, I'll just pick it up with my hands. Like this. But.
Did you get all the cameras or?
Yeah, they're all done except for the two that
Don't have
aren't
to.
working for whatever reason. You're welcome.
Did not think we were gonna get
No,
I thought I was gonna be home at 10:30.
I don't want to move.
You should move.
I should.
Where do you move? Who you playing?
Don't know what that means.
Into the I'll put away the little, well, I'll put it over there. Alright, okay. I'll leave.
I'm trying to gain strength.
Give me a try. Yo, Brandon, did you see? They put in Shuma and fucking Monster Wild. Kuma. Kuma. You better.
I already talked about it earlier.
Yeah, they're putting Kuma in line. See what, wait, Jimbo, this one,
Yeah. That scary ridge.
and they're putting Kuma in, which they did in Rock, as you play the Kuma with the skin. And if
This time he does stuff.
well, so if you're using Sword and Shield, when you're using the skin, the Sword and Shield would not appear, so it would look like he's fucking fighting. But when you get to like this, where you like swing the Sword and Shield around to his rise, you get those silly moves. When you get that skin, you do fucking big costume. But now in this one, apparently, not only are we getting the skin, but we're also getting his moveset, including Hadouken Shoryuken. And maybe Fox, I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's Hadouken Shoryuken and maybe. And they're broken. They're broken, by the way.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah. Broken. I'm mad just getting this shitty fucking. Like, we already got Kuma. It'd be cool if we got a different Street Fighter character.
Or, you know, like
Mega Man, I would say they're never going to do Mega Man class. They've done that many times.
one of his properties.
Is I just like I usually feel like once the guy leaves, the main guy for it, it's not really the same, you know?
Well, Mega Man X in the fucking game. Honestly, just put 0 in the game, you bitch.
Yeah, actually, not wrong.
I mean, you can do Mega Man X, but like you can do 0 for sure.
Well, okay, so I like how they did it. Well, it's not X, but in World, you get the old Mega Man out.
Yeah, see, that makes me mad. I remember that, but like, they always like, they fucking slob on Mega Man 8 instead of Mega Man X.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Stick with Mega Man. Actually, shine. That's why I need this fucking fight.
Two X.
Yeah.
You do know that Mega Man was also fighting me, right?
Fucking smash it.
No. I'm talking about the old X wasn't in Marvel 2. Mega Man. Yeah, base Mega Man is the Mega Man in Marvel 2. think it's the Mega Man 2 Powers. Yeah. It's not X. It's not X.
No, I just don't remember Mega being in the game.
There's like Mega Man, I think rolls in the game. And
Bull's definitely.
and
No, Bull's not in the game.
Tron.
That bitch.
Yeah, the Tron's in the game. And then there's Circbot.
Yeah. That was just patched.
No, I think, rolls in the console version with all the extra characters. Yeah.
Because I don't think Mega Man was in the arcade version.
Yeah, he is.
I didn't play it enough to like argue that point.
I'm not like a big, I don't personally like Marvel 2 that much, but it was played so much around me that like, I remember at least majority of it.
Until it was 0.
Yes, that is true. That is definitely true. And I think X and Zero are both in Infinite,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it's called, the new one.
It's infinite.
Yeah, I think they should do more love. I think,
X was infinite, 0 was infinite, and X was infinite. I don't remember 0.
I think a cool crossover event would be like them to do the big robot dragon. From Lions Castle. It's like the wall. It's like the second one all the way. Yeah, like, I don't know anything about Sharon. I can't really make like 49, 5. What's that from? Good. Subway. Oh, that makes sense.
Only one that's open right now.
Oh, dude, that's the best.
Oh, yeah. I didn't. Oh, that's right. They're open late again.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 100% 24 hours.
They have a sign that says 24 hours.
Oh, that's good.
So,
Yeah, dude, like, I was so mad. So I don't remember what specifically was happening, but like there were a number of times after the pandemic, like when all the 24-hour stuff stopped being 24 hours. I can't tell you how many times I went over there. It's just like, just like, 3 in the morning. I'm like, man, I want some fucking Subway right now. I don't fucking want to cook anything. I have money.
yeah, back in the good old days when everything was open late.
Yeah. It still boggles my mind that was a thing.
Now, walking around Walmart at midnight.
Yeah, dude. Fucking the 24-hour Walmarts. That's actually the most mind-boggling thing ever.
Yep.
And it was cool. I don't know how much product loss they had, but it's not like those shifts weren't staffed.
Yeah. And it wasn't like a lot of people went at that time. Like, it was pretty quiet for like a Walmart.
Yeah. Oh, that was so. I used to be pretty okay. Here's fun fact about Clay. Clay doesn't give a shit about holidays and his birthday and shit like that. So I don't really care about other people's birthdays and shit like that.
Yeah, by default, yeah.
Yeah, like my mom gets upset at me all the time over that shit, and I'm just like, I just don't fucking care. I don't understand why you care so much, but anyway, when I was working at when I was working here, when I was working at CVS, like get off fucking late at night, I used to go to the Walmart down at towards the end of Loyola, across from the hospital. Dude, I would go there and get Mother's Day cards, birthday cards, whatever. Once I couldn't do that anymore, I was just like, fuck it, I don't care. But I do things on my schedule. I don't do things on the world's schedule. True. kind of good. I know you weren't here for it, like that, I don't think you were just like inside for it. We were talking, you might have been, but I was like, yeah, oh yeah, I don't sweep. Like, I don't sweep. I've never sweep. How many times have you seen me sweep?
I can't recall.
Exactly. So, and I told Brandon that. He's like, I'm gonna let you know. I was like, I don't think I've sweeped one time since I started working here again. And he's like, that's great. I was like, hey. I was like, at least I'm off.
Yeah.
Like, at least I do the other stuff. Like, I just don't do that. Because, like, if there's fucking trash on the ground, I just bend down and pick it up and put it in the trash can. I don't need to sweep it up. There's a lot of stuff that I also feel like dealing with, and I'll just fucking knock that away for someone else to deal with. But, you know, it's life. Yeah.
It's basically where
Yeah.
everybody does it at some point.
Yeah. So the reason I bring it up is because, like, this is why it's, like, funny to me, right? So Brandon refuses to work clothes, and Brandon also refuses to go. There were certain things that are now closing shift duties that weren't before, like mopping. Like, I personally, back when me and Buddha worked here, we mopped in the day. Like, we mopped before we opened.
Yeah.
So whenever I came back, I was like, wait, why are y'all mopping at night? That's like, there's like people that stay here at night. That's weird. Not that like you're not here at open sometimes, but like for the most part, there's usually no one here. But also like I don't know. I think it's better. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like by the time we're here at the end of the shift, the employee is like, I'm done. I don't want to fucking. Yeah, I definitely like me personally. Like by the time I finished mopping, like my back's sore. Like I'm fucking like puffing a little bit. Like it's not even serious. Like that's just my shit. But like fuck, dude. Like I'm not gonna mop tonight because I'm gonna mop tomorrow. Whatever. I'm actually going to mop tomorrow after saying it and then never doing it.
But like he doesn't mop.
Oh no. So Brandon specifically wanted to only work during the day because he didn't want to do any chores. He just wants to come in and open up and do work. So like literally, the chores for the opening shift are move the chairs out, put the keyboards down, turn the PCs on. Like that's the opening shift duties. Like opening shift duties back in the day were like you have to mop, you gotta wipe the counter. Well, I think wipe the counter's probably on there still, but I don't know if that is not. It's like mop, wipe the counters, like sweep if there's shit. Like when there was fucking carpet in here back in the day, we used to have to vacuum that shit. Like we can't vacuum. I couldn't vacuum if there were people in here. That shit was way too loud.
Yeah. It's definitely really fun.
Yeah, it's like, but yeah. So it's funny. Brandon, bless his heart, whines that people don't want to fucking do the closing shift duties. And it's like, yeah, well, like,
You don't want to do the
like, you don't want to do the opening, like, you didn't want to do the duties, like, so, and then, like, he only works 1 day a week. Like, he works one shift a week.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, in regards to the rest of the people that work, like, Sarah gets here on time for the most part. And I think she even gets here, like, early most shifts. So it's like, she could mop. But, like, basically everyone else, like, Harry gets off of work and then has to come straight here. And like he doesn't get off of work sometimes until 4. So like he can't come in and mop. Like Nate and Kate have like they're both teaching and they get here like basically right at 4 most days and sometimes later. So like they can't do that shit. And then I don't know about Brian, like mopping, having to wake up and be here. We don't have to do it anymore, but like having to be here at fucking 10 in the morning or 9 to open for 10. On fucking Saturday and Friday and Sunday. Like I just fucking closed. I'm fucking getting up 4 hours later so that I can come here. Yeah, give or take 4 hours later so I can get ready, come here, be here like at 9 to 9:15 so I can fucking mop the store for 10 when the fucking store. No, I had to have been 11. Had to have been 11. Do you remember?
I think it was 11.
Okay, so I'm full of shit. So we can add an hour to that, but still, same dip.
You ever take an hour?
Yeah, and Close opens are rough.
Yeah, close up.
Yeah, dude, and Nate did that shit here for like, even here, he closed Fridays and then he was coming in on Saturdays. So I was like, look dog, and like, I don't know how long it was. I think Brent always did the close. So like, even if he was only coming in and working 11 to 4, which is not, that's 5 hours, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
Like, that is terrible when you got off at fucking 3 in the morning and like, yeah, like you got off at 3 in the morning and they have to drive like, I don't know, 40 minutes or something to get home. Yeah, so like a 40-minute drive to get home, then a 40-minute drive to get back in the morning.
Yeah. That's an hour and 20 minutes already blown.
Yeah.
Sleep, so you probably get 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
Yep. It was rough.
Like,
It was rough.
yeah.
But I get it, because that when I need the money, I need the money.
Yeah.
I get it.
I get it.
It fucking sucks.
So, parents should really, like, believe on people.
So.
Dude, shout out to that dude for having shitty act, dude.
Where I will talk to all of the
love you.
and hee-haw between them all. Because like I've had that conversation specifically with Ronnie a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Where it's like, and don't get me wrong, like I love Jimbo. Jimbo's the same. Jimbo doesn't want to do any opposing shit. So I literally was like, I told Jimbo earlier before Brandon would come back, I was like, yeah, like, I'm not fucking mopping tonight. I'm just gonna do it tomorrow, whatever. I don't care if people are gonna be here. It's fine. And Jimbo literally was like, I don't care
Well,
as long as it's.
I'll catch you in a
as
smaller
long as it's
circle,
thing,
buddy.
I'm like, dude, I know you don't care, baby. You weren't gonna do it anyway. Like, it's fine. Like shit. And then Ryan doesn't work any shift, so it's whatever. But like, as far as I'm aware. I don't know what Sarah. I asked Sarah about mopping, and she's like, oh, I haven't mopped in like 2 months. And I was like, all right, cool. I guess I'm just the only person that mops at this point. Like, I think Pinky does. I think
He does.
I would assume like of all the employees, Pinky actually is the one that does absolutely everything, just because it's like it's not even a hassle, Like, there's no issue whatsoever. It's just all of the employees are fucking lazy, except for Pinky. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that I'm not lazy. I'm 1,000,000% lazy. But I also, personally, I don't think the business needs to be mopped every time. Like, that's stupid.
It depends on like your traffic, but then, like, I could understand that mopping it after like a birthday party or something like that.
Yeah.
But I would probably say like once every other day.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Like,
As long as at some point during the week it's being hit like 3 times.
probably fine.
Good.
Yeah, and like, then there's like special things, like somebody spills some shit on the ground, you come and mop it up.
Yeah.
That's
it.
yeah, so like,
Because like honestly, I think all the mopping has like done a number on it.
oh yeah, I guarantee it has.
Like it's just,
It looks disgusting.
well, it just looks like it's been like.
Yeah. Like, it's funny, so like the other, last Saturday, like I'm closing on Friday and Jimbo's, it's the end of the night, Jimbo's freaking out because there's a birthday party in the morning. He doesn't know when the birthday party is, so he's trying to make sure that like all the games are gonna be able to work where he needs them to. And he's like, Claire, I need you to make sure the store looks really good for me. And I was like, okay, Jimbo, sure. Like, I'll mop, I guess. And like literally, I was told tonight, I was like, I just mopped. Like, like I asked Nate the next day, and Nate was like, everything was great, blah blah blah. And I was like, cool. Like, I did not do anything special.
Oh, but what does that even mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's gonna be the exact same as it, like.
Yeah. Like, look, dude. Oh my God. It's one of the reasons why I am the way I am about all this shit. It's like, look, dog, I've been working here for so long. Like, I get it. You're trying to make the business a little bit better bit by bit. It's like, the business has not looked different. Like, it looks different. The setup is very different than it used to be. But like, if I had not come here for 3 years and I walked in and I looked around, I would be like, this place looks just as fucking dingy as I remember. That's never gonna change. It's always looked dingy. It's always gonna look fucking dingy. Like, I think Kenneth at one point had maybe thought about replacing like, Kenneth, in his fucking brilliant Kenneth mind, I really think at some point he actually contemplated doing all the walls in chrome. Because he would, dude, well, it was before the lights. It was before the lights. So, but, like,
Okay.
yeah, so really, dude, all, oh my god.
You're locked in. You have to be locked in.
Dude, the lights are long. But yeah, no, like, dude, that it's such a kind of thing. Just like, it's like I want the business to look futuristic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like some kind of shit. Like it's like I want the business to look real. Like you walk in, and you're like, oh, this place is so cool. But, like, and then like here's where we are. Like this is where we are. Kenneth isn't even really the owner anymore. They haven't changed anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I keep like the camera upgrades. I'm trying to figure this out because like he has 3 on the corner now. Like it's like the homie has everything locked down.
I don't know if every camera works. I don't think every camera does work. So like here, for instance, I don't quote me on this either. I don't know. If I had to venture to guess, I would say this camera's pointing that way, or this camera is probably pointing this way. This camera is probably looking this way, but it could be just like looking in this general direction.
Yeah.
And like, it's not a bad idea. You got that one there.
Like the security's cool and all. Like I get that, but it's like I don't know what the money looks like either, so I can't really say anything. But it's like I feel like if you have the money to do this, like instead of like buffing the security that hard, you could just be like, hey, let's get working out here. We don't have any more tests. But like at the same time, I don't know what they're like. You see what I'm saying? I don't know all the bullshit.
I will say this: I have no idea if Orchid could even solve the problem. Like I don't think you understand. There's an entire rich civilization that lives under Davis. Like. Kenneth would yearly have somebody come out, like right around now, and they would spray under the building, and when it would happen, Kenneth would come inside and he would be like, hey, nobody go outside for like 40 minutes at all. If you have to go smoke, go now, and don't come back in for 40 minutes, you're gonna have a bad time. And the reason is because
The Orchid Man's having Mortal Kombat outside.
God, the Orchid Man just walks, does one clean spray around the fucking bottom. You're like, the fucking thing is cracked in a bunch of places.
Yeah.
So he just sprays into the fucking thing, and dude, the roaches start coming out, man, like a fuck, dude, it's insane. They start coming out by the dozens, all over the place. It's horrifying.
Sounds like that.
Yeah. So that's why, like, the first time I watched it from the outside, I literally was like, oh my god, there's there's so many of them that just start piling out that you're like, bro, what even is down there?
What have we disturbed?
Yeah, exactly. I've been saying for years that there's an entire rich civilization down there. If like the only thing stopping the civilization from breaking out and taking over humanity is dibs. They haven't figured out how to move the slab yet. Yeah. Oh yeah. You never could lie to me and tell me this isn't some kind of a weird ley line.
Any place to be able to do this.
Look, there's probably a number of places in New Orleans that are, but I definitely guarantee that this is some form of a weird ley line. And it's like, if nothing else, just through the power of technology. So yeah, like, I said this a lot recently. When Ronnie came in, or when they bought the business originally, everything was very different. They had plans that they were working for. They did a lot of things. I'm not